friends, welcome to day 13 of my Valentine's Day series, and today we are going to make a Pokey tool. So I've had a lot of people ask about my Pokey tool here. This was created for me by my crafty friend Tara in a swap, and she created this one for me. And I do believe she created this one as well in a Christmas swap. So you can kind of tell the difference between the two. This one has a pattern. The beads go way to the bottom here. She's used spacers in between. And it's kind of an alternating big and little bead. This one, she's done some bigger beads up here and then some smaller beads here. And I like this one because when I'm using it, I like these smaller beads at the bottom. So, and then here are two that I've created. Here is a purple one, kind of mirroring this one that she created, but I put more of the little beads on there. And this is one that I just recently made. And I had these little blue florals, and then I just added some like fun colors to this. So there is two different types. This one I think could use maybe another bead here. You could tell the difference between how far this comes down. So I think I need to add like another, maybe like another blue or white bead here. But yeah, here is some examples. And all these are made on is these 6-inch needles from Amazon. So that's all you would need to create a Pokey tool. You can use longer ones. These here are longer. I think they're about 7.5 inches long. So as you can see, comparing them together. So actually it might just be about 7 inches or so. So you can get different sizes. If you wanted a longer Pokey tool, you could use this longer size. But excuse me, I will link these 6-inch needles down below for you guys on Amazon. So what I'm going to use to create my Pokey tool is just my art glitter glue, just my wet glue. That is how I created both of these, and they're sturdy. Like, I don't want to like yank on them or anything, but as you can see, like, you know, even the beads aren't turning. So I think the wet glue did pretty good. I didn't have any kind of E6000 or anything to use, so I just used what I had in my stash and gave it a try before the video. I wanted to kind of try to create one. Just to have an idea going into the video. So what you'll need is your glue of choice, whether you use E6000, glossy accents, wet glue, whatever you'll use. You'll need your glue, your adhesive. You're going to need your needle or your base for your Pokey tool. You'll need your beads. And I'm using a piece of wax paper, and I'm also going to have some Q-tips to help kind of put the glue on. That's just what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have 2 beads that I thought about using. I was gifted this in a swap, perfect for Valentine's Day, but I'm not sure. It might be too big for me. And then I also have this little heart bead right here. I think came from Joann's. And then I just have some red and pink and a singular gold bead, because that was all the gold beads I had left in my stash. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and add my wet glue down. Just going to add a little bit onto my wax paper here. And then I'm going to use my Q-tip. So I'm just going to add, this is what worked best for me. You could just use your glue on there, but I found using the Q-tip and the glue worked really well for myself. So I just am going to put some glue on here, a good amount of glue, And then we're going to start with a small bead. So I think I'm going to start with this white bead here. And then you're just going to push this up to the top, and then I just kind of held it there for a minute. You're also probably going to want a paper towel because your hands are going to get a little messy. So we'll start with the white one, and then I'd like to try one of these. Let's see. There is that heart, and here is this heart. I'm not sure. I kind of like the big heart. Let's see. Let's put the big heart on. And I'm just going to kind of play around with my beads. And let's see, we'll do that. And then maybe we'll put the gold and the pink. I kind of like alternating the big colors, but you could switch this around. This pink one doesn't quite match this, but I think that's okay. And then we'd want to start putting our other smaller beads down. So we'll do. This is just going to give me an idea if I want to go with the big heart or want to go with the smaller heart bead. I don't know. What do we think? Let's see. Let's try to imagine the smaller one there. I feel like I want to put this pink one underneath here and alternate and move this one here and keep that there. But I kind of like this big heart, and I'm going to go ahead and use that one. So let's take these other ones, and then we're going to do the pink next. I'm going to take off my big heart so I can add some glue down. You want to kind of keep your glue on here to kind of hold your beads in place. And like I said, you could use E6000 or another kind of glue as well. So let's put that on there. And then I'm going to start putting my another layer of glue. We're going to try the big pink one, even though they are not quite the same color. And then I'm going to grab a clean Q-tip and try to clean up some of that glue that's in between. It's not a bad thing to have the glue, but I just want to clean it up a little bit. All right, so now we have that one. Now let's keep adding glue. And I found it was best to set this aside once I made it and just like let the glue do its thing. So don't try to use it right away. Let your glue kind of harden. I just let mine sit for like for a day, like overnight, and then it was nice and hard by the next day, and didn't seem like the beads were gonna go anywhere. So if you've made a Pokey tool, leave me a comment below and let me know what glue did you use to make yours. All right, let's add a little bit more glue. And I'm doing the glue as I'm working with my beads because I don't want it to dry up too much. I want to make sure that there is a nice wet glue for my beads to stick to. Let's do maybe the pink and do this one. And do we need to, oh, I forgot about this red. Do we want to add this red? Let's see. If we added our last one, then yeah, I think I want to use that other red one. So let's see. Let's get a little bit more glue. And let's do the the red one, and then we can start adding our smaller ones at the bottom. Let's do pink and red, and we'll end it with this little pale pink one here. And this one kind of is hard to get on my Pokey tool, which is good because then hopefully it will stay in place. And then once you have it all together, you can clean up your Pokey tool. As you can see, I got some glue on it, but I think this looks good. And then if you want to, you can add a little jump ring. You can add a little jump ring here and add a little charm off of it. But I think that one turned out cute. I'm going to let it sit, leave it alone, let it dry, and then if I need to go back in between any of the beads with my wet glue, I will do that. But here is the one we just created. How cute. I love this. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Here's one that I kind of feel like would go great with the Maggie Holmes collection. Here is this one. Purple. Love purple. It's my favorite color. And then here is my beautiful one that my friend Tara made me. I see I need to add a little bit of glue to that one. So while I have my glue out, I think I'll go ahead and add a little bit of glue in between those beads. I don't know what kind of glue she used. But I mean, I've had this in my stash for a good while and for several years. And so I'm all the time using it so I can see why it come apart. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by for today's craft with me. I hope you created a Pokey tool along with me. These are super fun to create. Great way to use up your beads. Or if you have these like fun shaped beads, perfect for that. Just have fun with it. It doesn't have to be a pattern. It doesn't, you could do all colors if you wanted. Just make it to match your swap or make it for yourself like I did this one. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I hope you will stop back by tomorrow for day 14, our final day of 14 days of crafty love, and we are going to create a Valentine's Day ATC card for the 52 pieces of art challenge. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Bye.